Well, talk about perfect timing. I left the house a little bit late, and then I left the shop a little bit late. I got to the gas station. I just got the gas tank filled, and a guy stopped me, and he was talking. And just as he started talking, there came Bill's 63 and Bob in the Nova and a bunch of other cars. And luckily I was able to slip right in here real quick. So got in line, and we're on the cruise now, fellas. Made it, guys. We are on the cruise with the Hoskinson crew, trying to get everyone lined up. They're wanting to do a big drone shot across the Mohawk Dam, so it's pretty cool. I had a couple people, we drove through Newcastle. I had a few friends run out and said, hey, you might want to go outside and see what's going on. And they're, oh my gosh. So Bill and his buddies over at Old Man's Garage picked a really awesome cruise route for this. I grew up in this area, and for me, I lived not too far away, so this was a normal Sunday afternoon drive for us. This field right here, we always called Boulder Field. When the waters would come up and flood, it would always raise up the river rock out of the field, and I know the farmers who field that, and they've went through plenty of disc in that field. All these fields down through here will flood. This bridge and field particularly will be anywhere between 15 and 20 feet below water at this point where we're cruising through right now. So it's really kind of scary to think of, and I've been through here whenever it's shallower water, and it's kind of sketchy. But this is over on the left. This is the old bridge embankments down there. There's several of these you can see along the route, but they built these new bridges not too long ago. This field right here is at the bottom of what they call the tabletop fields. On the left, there's 3-tiered fields that go up to the left, and then there's this massive field here on the right. There's pump jacks out in it, and again, this whole field will be anywhere between 15 and 20 feet below water. I couldn't tell you the deepest it's ever been out through here, but as we come up on this other bridge, you'll see what I mean. You guys gonna see this? It is wild to look behind you, and as far as your eyes can see classics and hot rods and all kinds of beautiful show cars, just all on a trail, cruising along. I think we're trying to slow down so Bill can get up here to the dam and do a drone shot. We're also getting ready to pass over by the old trestle bridge, just between Newcastle and Walhunding. So I think they're trying to give time for people to catch up and everything, but that's pretty cool. So here on the right's the original trestle bridge for State Route 715 outside of Walhunding, Ohio, almost to Warsaw. As you can see, it's pretty dirty, and in this next video you'll see 10 weeks ago that bridge was underwater. Thanks to Dobbins Aerial Photography, I went back and found a video that they had shared from their drone, and this is that same bridge that we're cruising on right now. 10 weeks ago, whenever the kind of the spring floods came through. Now that's not too deep right there, but it is covered. And as you can see, this is the big field that I was talking about. This field is just completely engulfed in water, and it's kind of an eerie sight. I couldn't imagine coming through in the dark and finding the road like this, but most of the locals know when it's dark out and the water's coming up, you don't mess around with it. So this was another cool video I found. This is back from 2012 when the waters came up really high. That's likely whenever that log got stuck up on top of that bridge that you'll see. This is wild. The guy here in the square body in front of me, I chatted with him just for a quick minute while we were waiting on traffic to kind of gather up for the next shot. And legit came down from Ontario, Canada, drove his truck down here for this cruise. So, old man's garage has gone international. I know them. A couple of really nice cars back through there. Oh, there's an SSR, newer Mustang. Some nice stuff. So, we're all just sitting here waiting for the next spot. So there goes Mr. Bill. He's driving the his old square body, the blue one, for his dad's, I guess. I'm guessing he's going to get the drone flown up. And we'll keep moving. Hopefully Bill doesn't get in a dogfight with the drone and the buzzards. That'd be a trick, wouldn't it? This part of the cruise was pretty cool. Bill had a really good idea to loop back and forth across the dam several times. I think we crossed it 3 times in total. Just going back and forth, he was able to get plenty of drone shots and capture a lot of the trucks and cars that were up on top of the dam. Capture the background, the scenery, the river, and everything. So this is a really fun moment. Once we got down to the turnaround points, this is where it was a lot of fun, because as we turn around, we got to turn around and then we got to see all the other cars cruising across the dam as well. Camino. I hope we're not doing another lap. I'm starting to get a little warm. We need to get back cruising. Beautiful Bel Air. They're pretty good turnout. A bunch of different cars. Real good mix of things. This Camaro is really cool. Oh yeah, check out the Ford Freestyle. Woo! Really nice truck here. Trying to make the first loop down here. I'm gonna have to go check out yellow S10 down here. I think that thing's narrowed. Something's funny about it. I know the step side's narrow, but like that's like to our normal activities, I hope. Oh no, we're stopping again. So we all stopped here at Riverview to use their parking lot, stop for a minute, stretch legs. So I'd say there's probably a solid 100 cars in this cruise. And it's been a lot of fun so far. Stop, chat to a few people. Got guys clear down here from Canada. Got guys from Pennsylvania, everywhere. So pretty fun so far. Fellas, my floorboard is getting hot. My dogs are burning. I wore my Crocs today just because I was going to be comfortable and chill. And we're rolling a little slow. It is what it is. It's a cruise. We got a bunch of older cars and stuff. So, but in doing so, my trans I think is running a little bit warm. So my tunnel's getting awful hot. So yeah, this floor mat's cooking. So I think I'm gonna need to find some insulators to put down underneath this carpet, and then kind of patch it all back together. But going pretty good. We are halfway, kind of between Millersburg and Brinkhaven right now. We just got off of State Route 60 on the State Route 62. Still got a gentleman from Pittsburgh behind us in the GTO and everyone else. And we got the Ontario guys in front of us in the C-body. And then the K-trucks in front of them. So, moving along, guys. Nice, fun, chill drive. So, it's kind of nice. It's not too hot. So, the air conditioner was a no-go for the S10. So, we'll get it sorted out. I got to get a condenser ordered. Hopefully, I can get that in and hopefully get it done one day this week. But one piece at a time. Cruising through Killbuck, through the marshlands right now. Another cool spot if you guys have never been to come and see that Ohio does indeed have swamps. So, if you don't know, now you do. This next part of the cruise was kind of cool. I always love looking back and seeing a whole line of cars just still coming along. This is one of the bigger sawmills up around Amish country. It's mostly Amish owned and operated, but they supply a lot of the local wood shops and deliver quite a far ways out with custom wood orders and anything you can imagine. I've not ever been here before, but it's a pretty cool place. This was really cool to see. I've never seen this. I knew there was a brick foundry up here around Sugar Creek, but to drive by it and actually get to see the foundries, these right here are the ovens, and if you look in some of those holes, you could actually see the fire going, and they were cooking bricks in there. So that place has been around for quite a long time. That was a really cool place to see in person too. So we finally made it to the main cruise destination. This is the Dutch Valley restaurant here at Sugar Creek, Ohio. It's a pretty big buffet, and little did they know, well, they kind of knew, but little did they know we were about ready to fill it up. So there's Austin Morgan. He was there waiting for us. And we finally got here to the parking lot, and it filled up pretty quick. This was only a small portion of the cars, but the longer we sat there, the more cars showed up. And we ended up filling this whole little extra sublot with some pretty nice cars. It was kind of fun to walk around and see everything. But we made it. Truck's running good. Floorboard's a little toasty. I'm going to have to get some floor insulation or something. So, running pretty good. Bob's crew made it. Beautiful Mustang. Mr. Austin made it in the AMX. Kenzie, this is what we need. Got all that room back there. Beautiful car. I think that's a Corvette center console, maybe. How cool is that? I missed it during the filming, but I actually come to find out these guys came all the way from Iowa with this car. They drove it here, and it's a pretty sweet little ride. Bel Air wagon. Reminder, when you're building your hot rod, you have to make a coolant overflow, and it has to be from your drink of choice that you make it. All right, we finally made it up here to Sugar Creek. I think we filled up the back lot pretty good. I don't think we lost anyone. There's one Chevelle that overheated near the Mohawk Dam, and I'm not seeing him yet, but I'm gonna walk through here and check out what we got. Nice S10. Nice Fords from the Ford Club around Central Ohio. Miss Lisa again, her Thunderbird. Nice Camaro sitting back there. Beautiful car. Sounds good. Gorgeous Bel Air. Love that orange. That SS is pretty cool. A little ratty, but kind of like mine. A little ratty, but got a nasty drivetrain in it. Really nice Camaro again. sure. Trying to talk Kinsey into the wagon now. She wants a 4-door something. We want something we can all hop in and cruise. I don't know. There's Austin's Le Mans. Amex made it. He said the Aces is still running good. Nice old Ford. Love this Bel Air wagon. Wild ride. Nice Mustangs. Love these Chevelles. Gentleman in the GTO that was behind us. This thing's really cool. Some of these trucks and cars you've seen in Bill's videos. Miss Vicky's El Camino's here. I do not see that red Chevelle. I'm wondering if we decide to pull out. It's a beautiful one. Cool SSR. I don't see many of those anymore. Mr. Bob's Nova. There's the giveaway Arctic Fox. Got it here. Billy drove the Supra up here. I think it's pretty cool to see in person. Nice S10. Caddy, Fords. Love this Dodge truck over here. This thing sounded really nice. Lots of nice ones here today. There's that narrowed S10. I wonder where he went. Go chop to him. So we bombarded that poor little restaurant. And it's not a small restaurant, don't get me wrong. But they definitely were not ready for the crowd that we brought. So there was probably 15 or 20 people in front of me, and I heard them start telling people, oh, 20 minutes, 30 minutes. So I said, yeah, I'm gonna run up to Speedway before everyone else does, get gas, and a couple roller dogs. So I'm not a big fan of the Amish places for cooking anyways. I was gonna go for it, but I'll stick to my roller dogs. I think this is probably my favorite third gen I've seen in a minute. Definitely the wildest ones here. Got all the rain gear on, they are ready to roll. Rocking the T-bucket. He's loving it too. All right, guys. So we're finishing up here at Sugar Creek at the restaurant. Our cruise mate from Ontario, Canada, he's getting ready to head home. So it's starting to kind of rain here. Several people, poor Tess, she's got to give away the Arctic Fox that SRC Billy's doing the giveaway with him with. And she's got slicks on the back of that thing, so she's gonna have a nice slow cruise home. So Billy drove his Supra up here. Yeah, there's a bunch of people here, so it was kind of fun. I'm chilling in the S10 waiting to see what we're gonna do here. I know they said that Bill, I think, is gonna do the rest of the cruise, but I'm not sure what everyone else is doing. There's a lot of people going home just because, like the guy from Ontario, he's driving clear back to Ontario, so he's got a long drive. I know the red GTO, he was behind me for the cruise. He left, he's headed back to Pittsburgh, so it was a really good turnout. I'd say there was probably about 100 cars came through the couple of towns that we went through. I called friends and neighbors and stuff who were along the route and tried to give them a heads up so they could check it out. So yeah, it's been a fun time, and we're gonna see if we're done or if we're going on the rest of the cruise. So I'm kind of whipped. I don't know if I'm gonna go clear into Newark tonight. This fair week beat me, so we'll see. So thanks for watching if this is the end, and keep on rolling. We are on 93, cruising back now to I forgot what that noise was. I got that vent open back there. On 93, cruising back towards Coshocton. We'll end up on what was it, be 36 or 16 at West Lafayette, heading back towards Coshocton. So be a little bit of 2-lane there. They wanted to do rolling shots there on the 2-lane, but it's raining. A lot of people have left. They're going into Coshocton through Roscoe Village, and then from Roscoe Village, I believe they're still trying to go to the square in Newark. We'll see. The rain's kind of put a damper on things, literally. So I'm definitely getting tired. It was a good cruise. It's a fun route. It's hard with as many cars as they had on this cruise, especially with the shots they wanted to get. I mean, you know, Bill had an exact purpose, an exact thing he wanted to do, which is great. I can't wait to see the shots that he got. Hopefully he didn't ignore the second gen LS S10. Either way, it was fun. Like, I'm sure he got some awesome drone shots going over Mohawk Dam. And I know there's a lot of people. I talked to several people, and everyone had a blast. So I had a lot of fun. I wish Kenzie could have came today. She just wasn't quite feeling good. Talon from Talon's Garage, the Nova broke down on him, so he couldn't come. I think him and Haley were going to come. So kind of a bummer going alone, but at the same time, we made it work. So biggest bummer of the day, the AC was not working. I'm probably going to do this as a separate video, but literally this morning you saw where I punched a hole in the condenser whenever I was drilling in the last screw hole for the bumper or grill to fit. I managed to punch a hole in the condenser. So, and then my high side quick coupler where you hook it up to do vacuum and everything, it's leaking from the valve there, and I got to look. I don't think that's a Schrader valve. I'm pretty sure that's like a check ball, and the check ball has a bunch of corrosion on it. I do have another line, but it's out of the other truck that I got out of Florida that I'm worried might have been a flood car. So I don't really want to use that. I just looked, and I can get it from like Parts Geek or Rock Auto or whatever. They're $18. I'd rather get it and know that it's clean, know that that check ball is good. The new dryer has a new low side, so it's fine, but the high side's leaking. So luckily that was the only 2 leaks I had, was the high side and the hole that I looked in with the freaking drill bit. So I can't believe I did that. I even knew, like, I told myself, hey, you should shorten your drill bit up, you should not do that, and I still managed to do it. So oh well, lessons learned, patience gained, so we'll be fine. I'm gonna get that ordered this week. I'm gonna get the high side charging port figured out. I'm gonna get at least 5 or 6 pieces of heat mat where my feet sit. My feet are on fire. They were kind of catching back up to everyone. So yeah, we'll see how much further we end up going with the cruise. I really should finish it. I want to finish it, but at the same time, I'm starting to get tired. And by the time we get back into Coshocton and Roscoe Village, I might just say to heck with it and go home. So we'll see. So if it's goodbye, then thank you guys for watching. If you guys, by some miracle, aren't following or watching SRC Street Racing Channel or Old Man's Garage, please go check out their channels. Give them a like and a follow, subscribe, because they did a lot of work putting this cruise on today.
Bill, you could tell he was stressing, you know, but he managed to get all of his drone shots, and he had a plan. So I think it turned out pretty good. So still quite a few of us still back there. Quite as many, but we are headed for Roscoe Village now. Kind of a nice change up now. I'm gonna miss the guys from Ontario, but at the same time, it's nice getting to see something different. I think we're seeing the end of the rain, boys. I hope so.
Definitely cleared off the closer we came to Roscoe Village, and we finally made it into town to dry roads. This is a pretty cool little village. If you've never been here, again, I grew up in the area, so I know it pretty well. It's definitely worth coming to visit. Top events, I would say, are for sure Corvettes of Roscoe. They line every parking lot, the street, everything with Corvettes from first gen to the current C8s. You'll see just about any kind of Corvette you would desire. And then also the Apple Butter Festival is a must-go-to. Family's been involved with that for a very long time down there in Roscoe Village. So they've kept the town pretty true to what it has been for its whole life. It's just an old settler town. It was really popular back in the day because the Ohio Erie Canal came through there. There were railroad beds that came through there. So it used to be quite the center of commerce for the area. They have all the original buildings pretty well restored there on the main drag. There's everything now from wineries to coffee shops, jewelry stores, period correct clothing shops, old hardware stores. I mean, you name it, and there's something cool and unique here in this little area. We're going to the Indian Bear building here. And what that is I believe it used to be an inn, but it used to be at a winery in the area, and it's actually where Kinsey and I got married. But now they've since sold the winery off, and now they just have this nice quiet little wine shop and coffee shop here in town, and they also have ice cream. So that is where Mr. Thomas decided to go and get us some ice cream. So we headed over to park at the larger parking area. There's down the street, it's the old historical center. There's a very large parking area down there for whenever they do festivals, and again the Corvette cruise and everything, just because the main drag gets so plugged full of cars. So if you go down to the visitor center, there's always plenty of parking, and there's gorgeous walking paths. You can actually walk along the old Ohio Erie Canal. All right, so we stopped here in Roscoe Village, which is right outside of Shotgun, Ohio. It's kind of a historic old settler town, one of the first towns in the area. It was really famous for having the Ohio Erie Canal come through it. I live nearby, so for me it's not a big deal, but a lot of people who've never been around here before, it's a pretty cool place. So everyone was pretty excited to stop here and get themselves some ice cream from the little ice cream shop in town. There's not much parking in Roscoe. There's a lot going on today, so we came down to the large historic in its center. They've got a big parking lot, and everyone parked in down here. So I'm chilling for a little bit, kind of trying to relax, and we're down to about 15 cars. So that includes everyone from SRC and that. So not a whole lot of people left, but it'd be a fun cruise still. I think they're heading for the square in Newark. I'm not sure. They all went to get ice cream. I'm just kind of sitting here chilling out for a minute. So see where we're headed next. All right, guys. That is it for Bob McVay and Bill Hoskinson's cruise. It's a pretty good time. The weather kind of put a little bit of a damper on it, but
We ended up here at Roscoe Village. Had a little bit of a park and meet, got some ice cream, and it's just kind of a chill out spot. So I think everyone's headed home now. I know I am for sure. We might stop and visit Uncle Ed. I think my cousin might be up here from North Carolina, so I've been wanting to show him the S10. So we'll see what happens. It seems like every time I'm out and I want to stop by and visit Uncle Ed, he's never home. Well, this time we did the cruise, and he actually come out and seen the truck and everything. So then I'm like, well, shoot, I'll stop by on the way home and say hi. Well, they're gone again. So I figure I'll just leave a quick note that I said hello. That should do good. Alright. So I abandoned ship, decided to go my own way home. Everyone was pretty well wrapped up. They decided to call it a day. So I came home and took the back roads home, kind of the way that we were on the cruise, but I took the back road, and I actually am going 715 back in towards Millwood, which is roughly in the area where I live. So this is a nice little cruise down through here. I love taking 715 and just chilling out. Just cornfields and woods, that's all it is. A lot of this is public ground, so you can actually come back in here, go hiking, hunting. There used to be a cold spring in here that people could stop and fill up water jugs, and you could get fresh spring water. I wish I remember where it was. I remember coming with my grandma all the time and filling up water jugs. So that's something I probably should ask my uncles and my mom and see if they can remember. So, but yeah, it was a lot of fun. We enjoyed it. The S10 did great. Definitely want to get the AC fixed. Definitely want to get some insulation on the floorboard. Otherwise, hope you guys enjoyed this. Thanks for watching. Like, share, subscribe. Go over to Old Man's Garage, see his video on the cruise. Bob McVay, his video, I'm sure he's putting out on the cruise. Austin Morgan. I will try and post links or screenshots of everyone's videos that they did for this. So I'm excited to see the drone shots that Bill took with the drone. So it's been a great day, guys. Thank you for watching, and keep on rolling. So I decided to come home 7:15, kind of the way we came, but take the long way around. Like I said, I live around here, and I'm actually not far from the other end of 715, so I decided to take it all the way out to Millwood and kind of take the scenic route on the way home. There's the damn house. Here's the damn dam. Canadians left their mark. Can't let them beat me.